Hey everybody, Kevin Crouch here with KTX Transport. I want to let you know there is a warehouse here in Waxahachie, located just south of Dallas, with 45,000 plus square feet of space that can help you grow your business. During the pandemic, the supply chain issues that came up, the pressure to minimize your space, send employees home, it really put a lot of pressure on companies that made it hard for you to get your products where they need to go. KTX Transport has kept things moving. Whether it's internationally, over the water, or in the air, or domestically, over rail, in the air, truckloads, expedited services, you name it, Ship KTX can keep logistics moving for your company. Go to shipktx.com to learn more. I normally try to record these weekend outlook segments from a different location in Ellis County promoting a different event, but with so much going on in the forecast, I wanted to take the time to be here in the studio working on those details, and I know this is a bit of a late segment, but I had to double check a couple of things. The forecast is very variable right now, especially with that outflow, or rather that stationary front that is just kind of bobbing around the area. Here's that front, and you can see that on the radar behind me, and here's of course these showers and things, mostly to our north, and this front will actually seep a little bit southward tomorrow, so we'll be on the cooler side of that. So we could have temperatures, we're looking at temperatures right around 70. If this gets far enough south and we get the north winds enough tomorrow, we could see a little bit cooler, perhaps in the upper 60s, and if it doesn't move south and it stays further north, then we could see temperatures creeping further into the 70s, 71, 72 degrees. I have 70 right now. I think that's a good median. It's not going to be a big change either way, but it could impact things a little bit. But the good thing is that Friday, for the most part, looks dry. We have weekend events here, so I want to talk about a few of these that are going on. Of course, this time of year, things are always busy. Bethlehem Revisited in Waxahachie once again this year, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m. That's going to be behind the Presbyterian Church in downtown Waxahachie. Holiday roller skating in downtown Ennis, Friday and Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m., and then Sunday from 2 to 6. And then a classic country Christmas concert in the JBRC Calvary Church of Palmer from Sunday night from 5 to 9. So that sounds like a wonderful time. I love events like this. That 5 to 9, that looks like it might be a little long, so you might double check that. And that's based on something I saw earlier, but that may not necessarily be correct. I'm not sure if maybe they're doing a couple of services there. But go ahead and check with the JYRC Cowboy Church of Palmer. It is Sunday evening, though, and the public is invited, and they always have a good time. I love classic country Christmas music. There's something to it that's uniquely Texan sometimes, and we equate the country culture with the Christmas time, and it's always a good time, always a great way to kind of get in the spirit, because it's not going to feel a whole lot like Christmas out there. Friday, we're looking at a few morning showers possible, but it looks like for the most part for the rest of the day will be pretty dry. Again, I've got temperatures right around 70 degrees, and winds will kind of be a little bit of back and forth. So again, depending on where that outflow, or excuse me, I keep wanting to say an outflow boundary, depending on where that stationary front is, that will kind of determine where our winds are, how cool or warm we are. So just understand that Friday might be a little bit variable. Friday night, we're in the low 60s. So, it's not cold. It's, if we manage to keep the front south of us, it could be just a little bit more chilly on Friday night, but again, not really looking at anything cold. Saturday, that cold front comes in that will finally push that stationary front out of here. 60% chance of rain when the front does come through. The timing on that looks like maybe afternoon, but I don't have anything specific on that. So we'll have to kind of watch and see what the timing is on that over the next 24 hours. We'll learn more. And you notice there's a southwest wind here. That will shift to the north Saturday night once the front comes in. So whenever the front moves in, that will shift the winds to the north. Saturday looks like we will hit the low 70s again. But then Saturday night looks like we do drop down to the mid-50s there for lows. And then Sunday, by the time we get to Sunday, winds are already back to the southeast. This is not a very strong front. So the winds are already going to be back to the southeast on Sunday. We'll cool down a little bit with highs in the mid-60s, but there's not a whole lot of variation there. The big front is coming next week, and I'll have more on that in the morning in the long-term forecast. But for now, this is what we have for the weekend. It's a pretty decent weekend to be outside. The good news is it won't be terribly cold. Saturday, we'll have to watch for the timing on the showers and thunderstorms there associated with that front. No severe weather associated with that, but it could be wet enough to maybe dampen some of those outdoor events. So stay tuned. I will have more on the timing of some of this rain and those outdoor conditions as we go through the weekend.